Okay. Hi, everyone. Today, we're talking about Aurora Teagarden, the book, versus the movie.
First book, Real Murders.
Yeah. First book. Real Murders Club. What? Yeah, it's just called Real Murders. Okay. It was kind of like, if you've seen the movie of this, it was kind of like how in my DC comics, they have Earth 1, Earth 2, Earth 3, and on for 52 times of that. It was like a whole nother Earth. Me and Mom sometimes watch the Hallmark movies for fun, so we thought picking up the book would be fun. It was. It was still a good time, but at the same time,
There's a lot of differences.
yes, there are a lot of differences, and if you're picking it up expecting the person to be killed the same way or the climax to end exactly how it ended in the movie, you're not gonna get that. As far as we could tell, it wasn't even the first movie, and keep in mind this is the first book. There were no prior books to this. Um, the book's big battle. Okay, first I'm gonna talk about the differences before I jump into what the book's big battle looks like. I know it looked like I was going to for a little while there, but in in the in the book, her cousin Philip is her brother, her, her half brother.
The movie, Philip is her cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah. The book, Philip is her little brother, her half little brother.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you sure you don't want? Yeah. And this change is pivotal because in in the book, Philip plays a bigger role
than in the movie.
In the movie. Mom's just sitting beside me. Yeah.
What other differences did you find?
In the major climax of the book, relied on the killers tying up Philip, which I could never see them getting away with on a Hallmark
On the Hallmark Channel. Yeah.
Channel movie. Good you, Mom?
No, that was the major difference. Well, actually, there was
I
this.
mean, they also had one of the killers. They kind of changed the apple, the epilogue a little. Granted, it wasn't really an epilogue, but the end where one of the killers tries to hang herself and with her bra because she's
Oh yeah,
so depressed.
yeah,
And I couldn't see them getting away with stuff like that. What made me sad as a person who's dealt with some mental issues himself is they bring in a character with mental issues. They don't make him the villain, which I enjoyed, but they also um
They tried to make you believe that he was the villain.
okay, but they also say that this character was shoved over the edge by these killings,
Hmm.
which I could totally see happening.
Hmm.
But they they put him in the movie, but they don't make him any relation to Sally. In in the book, that in the book, um, they made Sally extremely older, like in her late 80s, I'd say.
Oh, well, that
That's what I pictured anyway. I know Mom has a different opinion on that,
I do.
but I pictured someone extremely older and
See, I pictured Jane that way
okay. And Jane's more developed in the
in the book.
yeah in the book.
Mhm. There were a lot of differences.
But by not making him related to Sally and still bringing in that character, they invite comparisons between the two worlds, between the two book and the movie,
Hmm.
which I'm not too sure that I'm cool with them changing Perry's name because why even put that character in the movie if you're not gonna do anything with him? Mom had completely forgotten that he was even in the movie.
Yeah, especially the first one. He's only in one or two movies that I can think of.
So you think he's in more movies? I don't even think he's in more movies.
Yeah, he is.
So he might come back for another. Uh,
Yeah, but in the other one that I'm thinking of, he's in college.
I think that's Philip that's in college.
Well, Philip was her little brother in the book.
I'm not talking about Philip though. I'm talking about Perry.
Oh, I'm sorry. My mistake. Yeah, Perry, I don't know if you ever brought him up
They
again.
made him such an insignificant character. I don't blame you for.
Yeah.
And what they put us in the same pile as weirdos. And there was one character, Morrison Pettigrew, that they didn't even show. They just said he's dead.
That was on the Hallmark movie.
Yeah, whoops a doopsis. He's dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
They show his campaign manager, but that's only because they had to move the story along. You know,
Which did you like better? Did you like the book better or the movie better?
they both had interesting qualities. It's like comparing two different worlds, Mom. Not not actually.
I liked the book better. Get to know your characters better, even though there were a few different characters. You know what I mean? It was more in depth.
And diverse.
Yeah.
Because, like she said, with Jane, the character of Jane, I've always wondered why the hell he gave Aurora the house.
Yeah.
I mean, they knew each other in the movies. They knew each other for like 5 seconds, and she's like, "I'm cool enough with you that I want to give you my house."
Yeah.
This you actually see. Thanks, Mom. You can actually see that Jane is a character and develops, and if I pick up the other one and Jane gets murdered, granted I won't be surprised because I saw the movie and they follow basically the same beats up till the very end, like I mentioned with the change in the climax. But yeah, Jane wasn't developed enough that her character even mattered. They did the same with another cap on the force and the master and a bunch of other movie characters that you don't even get to know. Um, the way what I did think though, Mom, is that the way they tried to kill them in the movie was stupid.
Which ones?
Which
Kill who?
with the book in the library.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
This
Yes, okay.
movie.
Yeah, you're talking about Aurora. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
That's
That
just
was
stupid
well,
and
that was just totally.
impractical. I mean, the the book, the killers felt real. They didn't feel like, oh,
Yeah. And then in the movie, it was just totally different. Yeah, you're right.
yeah, it was a different tone.
Yeah. But anyway,
I would we be interested in picking this up again?
I'd like to read the second one just to
I would definitely
see how
like to
much
read the second one,
see how much different it is from the movie.
but um, we will definitely recommend the book to other folks like yourself. But if you're not into Aurora Teagarden, the book isn't that different enough where you're gonna notice.
But I feel like murder mysteries.
But
It's enjoyable.
if you're not into Aurora Teagarden, um, don't. It doesn't perform miracles, and it's not like, oh my God, this book will change your life.
No,
You know,
not many. Yeah, books are like that. Mhm. So you would you recommend the book or would you not? If someone asked you, you know, I heard the book was good. Would you recommend it?
we would give this how many stars, Mom?
Out of what? Out of 5?
Out of 5. Out of 5.
It was a good book. I'd give it a 3. Wasn't super fabulous,
What
kind
would
of.
be considered a 2?
You'd give it a 2?
What would be considered a 2?
Um,
What book
a little bit more boring.
what book have we read that you consider a 2? I mean, what I said to the nice people,
Josie and the Pussycats.
we haven't
We
finished.
started it.
We haven't finished that,
Unless
and
it picks up,
and
I'm giving that a 2.
I'm enjoying that far better
Than me.
than this.
Are you really?
I am. I am.
See, I enjoyed
That book was about my favorite movie, or one of my favorite movies,
Uh-huh.
where
Well, we'll have to finish the book and
well,
see if it picks up.
well, the Aurora Teagarden, you kind of see.
You watch that because I like the murders and mysteries. That's the only reason you watched it.
There are other reasons, Mom.
Okay.
There are other reasons.
But it was fun. I did like reading the book and comparing the two. I did enjoy that. Well, thank
Welcome.
you. All right. So, say goodnight to the next people. Good night.
Okay. Um. So what I said to the nice people was that if they're not into murder mysteries,
Mm-hmm.
this isn't going to change their opinion on it.
Yeah.
It isn't going to. It's not Sherlock Holmes where that lasted
Yeah, I know.
a numerous amount of a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for doing this with me, Mom.
Welcome. If you like the video,
Whatever they want to do.
comment, subscribe.
Sure again. I've been Bob.